NACFE's 2019 run is now done. We spent 18 days with 10 fleets, watching their trucks, talking to the drivers, telling their stories from the road about getting exceptional fuel economy in the segment of regional haul.
Congratulations on a great Run on Less regional. Over the last 3 weeks, we've really learned a lot. Trucking is on the cusp of major changes, and I'm truly excited to see how this sector continues to move forward with the deployment of new technologies like electric trucks or even potentially hydrogen. Anyway, thank you all for your dedication, your hard work, and your continued commitment to improving efficiency in this really important industry. Thank you.
One of the main benefits of the technology days was bringing together different players within the industry, whether it be utility folks, OEMs, suppliers, so that they can all share their perspectives and kind of get on the same page about where they see the technology going and what issues still remain to be solved for these technologies.
We had a phenomenal number of people register for the events. We had over 500 people participate. We decided that it was very important to talk about hydrogen fuel cells. And then battery electric has been a topic for 2 years since Tesla released their first announcement about their truck. Connectivity fell in between those two as an area that people are starting to realize that there's a huge amount of data coming off of all these systems, and using it in a productive way is becoming more and more important.
Although these technologies are quite new for the trucking industry, we've seen a switch in the last year or so from are these technologies really going to catch on, should we be thinking about them, now to focusing on the technologies themselves and how they can and should be deployed, and starting to answer questions around what is the best way to do this.
In Run on Less Regional, we're able to collect data using 3 different methods. The first was a geotab device, which gave us good telematics data. It was very easily accessible, and we used most of that data on the Run on Less website. We also in the background had a data logger installed on the trucks, thanks to NREL, which will give us some really high resolution data that we'll be able to use for analysis later. And then lastly, and very importantly, we also had drivers giving us data through a portal, fuel stops, as well as anytime they made a delivery or picked up a load or changed trailers. The key metrics that we reported were total fuel consumed, total miles traveled, the ton miles per gallon, the number of deliveries, average speed, miles traveled at different speed ranges, average payload, and elevation change. One of the things we discovered is that it's a learning process. It's actually very hard to show live payload data for 10 trucks on an ongoing basis.
The run lasted 18 days, and with 10 fleets, there were actually 135 days of driving. The average mile per gallon across those days was 8.3 against a national average of 6.0. These 10 fleets saved 2,750 gallons over that period of time. If the 800,000 trucks driven in regional haul across North America were driven at this level of efficiency, the industry would save over $9 billion in fuel per year, and over 30.5 million tons of CO2 would be saved. NACFE chose to focus this year's run on regional haul operations to demonstrate that with the right investment in technology and with skilled drivers, it is possible to achieve efficiency far above those of the average fleet.
It's been a great experience. Everybody that I've talked to has been fantastic, upbeat, very positive. So it motivates you to want to do well. I would love to do it again if I was asked.
It's just been a lot of fun trying to figure out how to be more fuel efficient. I've learned a lot of ways to manipulate some of the things in the cab. For example, you can dial down the following distance, and you can go down as far as 2.4, and that has made a huge difference in my fuel economy because the tractor is not constantly accelerating and decelerating in traffic.
Yeah, having Run on Less really helps kind of show the world, show different people across many industries, kind of what the trucking industry is all about and what we're going towards, that we're not a low-tech industry anymore. It's a lot different nowadays.
That's been awesome, talking to all the drivers and stuff, and it's just like you're just meeting your secondary family, extension of your family. And really, we truly are family to one another. I'm glad to be here today. I'm glad to talk to you, and I don't know, I'm just fired up.
Yeah, there's a few things I'll do different as far as idling less and not staying on the gas as much.
Idle time is a huge thing, so kill your truck when you can. And the second thing is just to slow down, and I promise you'll improve.
You just learn how to make very subtle changes to make everything go smooth. It's definitely more on the radar than it was before, because before, I'll be honest, I didn't think about it. I just doing my job. I was just doing my job and doing my routine that I normally do. But I've found out that, just a little bit makes things work good for them, and it also makes things come back and work good for me.
The last time we participated in the Run on Less, we gained a lot of social media presence, a lot of new followers, a lot of owner-operators and other companies that was reaching out wanting us to look at their equipment and try to help them with fuel efficiency. We decided to do the second Run on Less to show that the efficiency can happen over the road and in a regional application as well.
Over the course of the Run on Less, NACFE also discovered that high efficiency requires a commitment from both fleet, leadership, and drivers. Big data and connectivity can be used to further optimize for each route. Diversity in duty cycles makes it essential that fleet managers understand the nuances of their business so that they can spec vehicles properly and coach drivers in efficient driving techniques. The expansion of Regional Haul will help attract and retain drivers as drivers get home on a more regular basis. And because of its return to base operation, Regional Haul is ideal for alternative fuel vehicles, especially battery electric trucks. It's been a great experience over the last few weeks, and it really just starts here. We'll continue to analyze this data and reach conclusions and help the industry understand regional. We want to congratulate the fleets on a great job well done. I want to thank the drivers, the sponsors, the many manufacturers that build the products, and the extended NACFE team. So a great big thank you for all involved.